4:30, man.
What's up? We need like a 15-minute intro, I think.
A little bit longer, right? A little bit longer, so we can get out, get something to drink, come back, take a break.
Take a nap.
I know.
It's the only break I get all week. Is that damn intro. All week long. I'm like, oh, it's okay. Brian's going to play a 17-minute intro so I can take a nap.
I think the pressure's off as soon as I hit that button to get it going. And then you see the countdown. Then you just gets more stressful than no intro at all sometimes.
Yes. So what have you been doing this week? You been bored?
I got nothing to do. Sleeping in, just kind of taking it easy. It's still a little warm out sometimes. So this time of year, I just kind of chill indoors.
I'm trying to get into the groove, into the mode, into the Las Vegas cowboy mode. We'll see what happens.
No, it's been crazy, man. I don't think we slept more than 6 hours a night. It's just it's been
probably combined between both of us. Add it all up about 6 hours.
Yeah, it's running. We were we kind of snuck into the demo day's yard. Not snuck in, it was our yard, but we got in there a little early to start getting stuff set up for.
You know how those rules are. You're not allowed to actually be in there today.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're imaginally, if that's even a word.
Setting up test yards, but we're allowed in there. We just can't have we can't have our guests in yet. So we just security's a little bit more tighter right now while we're doing it. But it's been going over there, and we've realized getting a little head start on that's gonna make it a lot easier for us than come Monday, because otherwise, man, Monday's gonna be a rush. I mean, you're coming in what, Saturday night, Sunday?
I'm gonna balls to the walls. We're leaving Friday morning. I think I'm gonna get there late Saturday night. We got 24 hours ahead of us. I've already been on the road. I left town Monday morning. I'm in Texas now.
Yeah.
Train tomorrow. I think late Saturday night, we'll get several of us arriving in the bus.
Yeah.
Get right at it early morning, Sunday morning, and get cranking on demo day set up. Whatever's left, I'm sure you're not gonna leave much. You'll have it all done until I get there.
Yeah, we're gonna try. I mean, you're gonna be doing a lot. Make no mistake. I don't even know. You're training so far above me, man. I mean, I'm just like, let me show you how to put the tie wire on. Come over here. So it's time you learn how to use a hog ring. Okay, I got that. Right? You
got that part. Well, to get ready to get out there, I did build some fence this week. I was on job sites myself.
Yeah.
Did a couple of jobs myself to get going. And then get on the road. It's been a very busy week. Yesterday, I took a little downtime. Spent some time in Louisiana.
Yeah.
At McKinsey College.
Yeah.
My daughter is looking at going to college there, so we did a college tour day. So that was my down day. Pretty cool college. I think that's where she's gonna go. Go Pokes, right?
Yeah.
But now it's back to business.
And that's in Texas, or no?
No, that's in Louisiana.
Louisiana, you were saying. Okay, yeah.
Louisiana. So it's about a 4-hour drive from here. And my wife flew back home. She'll fly back out to Vegas because she doesn't like the drive. 25 hours. So
it's Texas, man. That's like a 3-day drive through Texas. It's like you start, it's like nothing you've ever seen. It's just nuts. You start off in the morning like, oh, I'm just gonna keep driving. By the time it gets dark, you're like not even halfway through Texas.
Still in Texas.
The next day you drive all the way. Then you force yourself. You're like, that's it. I am not gonna be in Texas today when I'm done. I'm not gonna be. I'm just gonna keep driving.
Stay dedicated. So we got some big news that dropped this week. It kind of secretly dropped, right? Like quietly. Yep. There wasn't a massive bang, but this is a major event that we are doing it together here, right? So we're pulling off. I don't even know how to describe it. It's huge.
Yeah. Fence
there
week.
It is. Fence week.
It's something we talked about for a while. This is something else.
So there's nothing better than to eat, sleep, drink, fence for an entire week, and we have a whole week of this coming up.
Yeah.
On my birthday week. I know it's kind of a big deal. My birthday is that Friday, so we are going to eat, sleep, drink, fence all week. But Brian, we're going to do this in at least 10 locations around the United States.
We're up to what, 22 instructors at
22
least
instructors. And I just got the phone with somebody. I think we have another location and 2 more instructors. They're like, we're in.
Yep.
Well, that was easy. Jesus Christ.
So this has never been done on this scale for the industry ever. We're talking about across the country. We're going to have 10, 11 locations all simultaneously doing training for the industry at one time.
and at zero cost to those attendees.
Yes.
Insane.
Yep.
That's insane. So not only is it 10 or 11 locations across the country, and we're bringing it to you so you don't have to travel very far, and you don't have to pay for this one. This one is our give back to the industry, right? And a partnership between the Academy and Defense University. And it's real job sites, real training by real professionals. And I like to say it's inclusive, right? It's not exclusive. So it's very inclusive. We're going to have people at your place putting in fence the way you guys do. We've got Victor Vasquez and Josh Rand up there. I promise you there's going to be some wet set and a post going on. I promise. Happening. There's going to be drive-in post, dry pack. It's all over the place.
Somebody's got to do it the right way. So you got us over here teaching you how to mix concrete, you know. So have your arms gotten smaller from not mixing concrete, or do they stay the same size after a while? Does it?
Well, I'm pounding, baby. There's no mixing anymore. Now we just whole drive. We get big old biceps pounded in the ground. Absolutely. That's JC Gurry brings that up. There is we are stopping out there at their location after the fence show. After a training we're doing in Los Angeles, we're going to have a meet and greet, hangout at JC Gurry's place, taking the war wagon out there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So we're super excited about that. We're going to have a lot more information on that next week at the fence show and releasing that throughout the next couple of weeks. So what are the dates? Pull that back up again, Susan. Let's see what that is. I know she's in the background in case anybody wants to know. But
November 4th through the 8th.
Yep.
Again, 5 days of training. We're going to do vinyl, aluminum, wood, and an ornamental, whether it be steel or aluminum. Did I say that right? Vinyl, chain link, wood, ornamental. That's what I meant to say.
Yep.
And then the 5th day would be we're going to do a business training all for everybody in a big Zoom call. And so we can get some good speakers, good content on that 5th day. So we're talking about 5 days. Imagine 10 or 11 locations, all building vinyl fence the same day.
Yeah.
Right?
Super
different
exciting.
ways. So we'll be able to share back and forth what methods are being used, what products are being used, what processes were learned that day. And so it's going to be like you attended 10 different trainings at the same day as we recap those trainings.
Yep. Really cool. Yeah. Super excited. Next week, I want to bring this up. We're going to be going before we bring the guests of honor on. We're going to be going live. I know we talked about this, live from the stage at the fence show. Just because it's the fence show doesn't mean we don't have work to do. So we're going to be out there on the stage. We're going to get the most amount of fencers that have ever been on a fence podcast live from the fence show.
That's a good idea. Let's put them all in the audience out there.
Everybody. So I think we bumped it to 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Pacific time on Wednesday during the fence show. Meet at the stage. We are going to have the cameras set up, and we are going to talk to as many people, many fencers as we can. So if you want to shout out your company, you want to get something out there, this is our chance for all of us to get on there. This is truly going to be the biggest audience we've ever had live on a fence podcast. So it's going to be
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, on My Fence Life. So I'm looking forward to that. What else you got going on? Anything exciting? Any projects? Anything else? Other than just
we have fence show, demo days, installation training, overdrive, fence week. I'm overwhelmed right now.
All right. Well, then we're gonna go straight into
what would Brian and Sean say?
Oh my God! Here we go.
All right. Let's see
what
the questions are today. This one is gonna be all you.
Okay, this is going to be on my brain until I saw solutions brought to the table. Anyone have issues with haters? Someone or something is taking my signs out of my front yard. It's giving me PTSD. I can't even look at the bare spot where my sign once stood. Also being stolen from my customers' lawns as well. Thank you for the vent. Happy Labor Day. May all of your signs stand tall and free. Hey, go order 3 times the amount of signs. Eventually, they're going to fall out of their truck, and they're going to be advertising for you as they're collecting your signs and transporting them everywhere. And pretty soon, their truck is going to be branded with your name out the window.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
First world problems we have here, right? People stealing our fence signs.
I mean, if you're stealing fence signs, guys, knock it off. Come on.
I think we had a local guy, if I remember around here, that used to pay his installers $1 a piece for every one of his competitor signs they bring back to the yard at the end of the day. So that all their crews would be driving around town. They ever see a fence sign from a competitor, they'd stop their truck and get their fence pliers out and start cutting them off to bring them back. But
well, I think he's talking about yard signs. I think.
Oh, yard signs.
I think that's what I thought he was talking about. Yard signs. I could be wrong.
I was thinking fence signs, but maybe yard signs.
He said the spot in the yard, so that's why I thought it was about yard signs.
Oh, we don't do yard signs. I don't know. I've never seen a fence yard sign. I know I've seen a lot of you guys talking about that. You do them?
Yeah. We used to do them. I haven't done them. We used to do like yard signs before the fence went in, coming soon, and sit there for 3 weeks and the fence would get installed. Listen, what we just built. Yeah. So
yeah. So you just put them out, and then when you're done, you take them away, or you leave them up for a week or something after?
Just leave until they throw them away.
Oh, just leave it there as long as they allow it to sit there. Huh? That's a good idea. Well, I mean, I guess it'd be more of on a residential side too, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that's.
But if somebody's stealing your signs, man, be proud.
Yeah.
They wish they had signs as cool as yours.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, man. It's just a sign of weakness on their part. If you fear competition, it means you're just not doing a good enough job. Period.
So it's a badge of honor.
Yeah. So let's see what we got for question number 2. By the way, everybody, we haven't seen these questions, so I'll take this one. Anyone else had a city requirement for 6 foot deep by 36 inch? I'm assuming 36 inch wide for an 8 foot 9 gauge pickleball court. It took 18 yards of concrete and 33 posts.
Jesus. That's
crazy. Seems like overkill to me. I'm actually glad I got this one because what this came. Obviously, this came down to engineering. So wherever this was a building department or something that made them get an engineering calc on it. And I've had similar
engineering calc even come up with that in the first place.
Well, I mean, they go overboard. They will factor a gate that's whatever they're going to be hanging off of this. They'll figure a 300-pound man at the end of the gate. The post can't move or sag. I've had projects where it was a 10-foot wide gate, 6 foot tall, only a 6 foot high fence, and it is a 6x6 post. They required steel cages, 5 foot deep holes, and it was like a half a yard of concrete in each hole. And I've just cement truck after cement truck to put the posts in. So that is definitely a engineering, because these engineers don't care. They're just going to calculate.
They don't pay the bill.
So
and it's over engineering. The post itself is going to fail long before. Why do we do this? I mean, you made this amazing footer, but the post is not big enough for that footer.
Yeah.
It's like a 2-inch line post. At best, that might have been 2.5. Maybe. Yeah. I think it was a 2-inch.
Yeah.
That's going to bend right over long before that concrete even comes close to performing.
Definitely not alone. Definitely not alone. Whoever that was, I didn't get a chance to catch the name before she took it off, but definitely not alone. That's an engineering thing. Building department probably got involved and an engineer got involved. Typically on that case, I would fight it because depending on where you are, the International Building Code exempts all fences. It doesn't matter unless it's part of a pool barrier typically. All fences 7 foot tall and under International Building Code are exempt from requiring a permit. So if a building department itself wants to make a admin code at their level that's more strict than the International Building Code, they can. But typically, even in their admin codes, if you go and look, they'll have an exemption for a fence up to 6 foot or 7 foot or something following that same guideline. So a lot of times the system itself just they don't have a good separation of walls and fence inside the building departments. So the default inside, especially as the computer systems are in there, it's gotten worse and worse. So it automatically will ask for a footing inspection because it doesn't have a separate permit. If you go to a lot of building departments for walls and fencing, it's the same permit application. So it defaults to ask for footing inspections and things like that. So if you go and you argue a little bit, get the supervisor for building in there, it's not zoning, it's going to get in the building, then you can actually go and typically get them to override that. So fight it a little bit, or
charge the customer for it and send the 18 yards.
Yeah. Or don't fight it and just if the customer is willing to pay. Yeah. But I argue everything. So, okay, let's see. Last question, Sean. Oh, he gets an easy one. Look at that.
Any tricks on digging holes during a good drought? Don't want to charge for hard digs. Pound them. Add water. Yeah, it's a great solution.
Wow, imagine
that. I have had guys tell me they've had success with a soaker hose the night before. they actually run a soaker hose along the fence line.
Yeah.
And then they're able to dig in the yard. There's some people who have to run soaker hoses. I think it's in Texas around their house because the ground contracts and dries out and cracks, and then foundations go to shit. So they keep that moisture in the ground. Yep. Soaker hose.
Yep. Yeah. Water. And then we use vac trucks sometimes out here. And because they use water too, high pressure water. Other than that, I mean, you gotta dig, get an auger, a good auger, change the auger bits out, make sure you've got a nice hard digging auger bit on it, and just pound away. Hey, let's bring on Dalton and Cole.
Let's do it.
Let's see what they got to say. Let's see. What's up, guys?
What's up? Hello.
Dalton and Cole.
Patiently sitting in the back. So, brothers, you guys are brothers and working together. How is that?
Most days it's good.
That means just some days it's not so good.
Yep.
There's that. Who's the older brother? Do you always win?
Probably 50-50.
Oh. Because Cole's bigger, though.
Exactly.
There you go.
I'm the boss. I got final say.
Oh, somebody's got to be in charge. Is that really how it works? Is one of you actually in charge?
Yep.
That's fair. That probably helps tremendously.
Well, today must be one of the good days. Otherwise, you'd be doing this from two separate screens.
Exactly.
That's how we all know.
They didn't build fences. They like shut down the company. We have no chance of something going south. Today is day off.
So it's High Point Companies. And then was it always doing fencing or was it because High Point Companies, you could have said High Point Fencing, but you went High Point Companies. So was there another backstory to that?
We started in 2013 doing lawn care and landscaping. And through a lot of that and the people we worked for and projects we were working on, we ended up doing some fence work and whatever. And we ended up just getting calls for it and kind of at a point, we ran kind of both companies for a few years and at a point said, well, we're making more money building fence and it's really consistent year-round work. Kind of takes less guys, to a point, a little different caliber of guy, which is easier to work with and find generally. So we just kind of said, well, we're going to close down the other deal and just do fencing. And it's been pretty good run.
Yeah.
All in.
Yeah.
What type of fence though? Like primarily residential, commercial?
We started in ag. Because that was we used to do a lot of mowing, 100 acres, like big weeds and grass mowing. So we ended up on the ag side kind of on accident to begin with. Did a lot of ag fence, did residential like everybody would to establish market share and kind of as quick as we could pushed out of that into commercial. And today we do, I don't know, a couple percent maybe as residential.
Maybe one backyard a month.
Oh, wow. You still do,
if that. Yeah. And a lot of the ones we're doing are like we just did a backyard for a guy that manages a bunch of commercial real estate. The only reason we did it is we got recommended by a GC we worked for to this guy that he knows. And it was kind of a slide your foot in the door thing. We're going to do his backyard and, hope some more work comes
Scratch his back. Yep.
Then, I don't know. We finished his backyard and maybe a week later, he sent us a picture of some dumpster enclosure gates that need to be replaced. So it's a foot in the door thing. Yeah, I don't really like doing backyards. Residential is not our thing, but we'll do it if it's going to pay off.
A different animal, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Different animals. Exactly. So you guys are in the subcontract? Oh, go ahead, Brian.
No, I was just curious before we get into that. Did you both start the landscaping part of it together, or was one of you doing it, then you brought the other one brought the other brother in, or how did that?
I did the landscaping and lawn care. I mean, like kind of any young kid, starts mowing the neighbor's grass, and took that to the mostly residential landscaping and weekly mowing and that kind of thing. And then Dalton was doing other stuff and doing firefighting and kind of off on his own thing, and would help out here and there, and then kind of ended up just, I don't know, kind of just worked your way into it. I
guess.
guess.
I was on the fire department for about 7 years, and then helped on my days off, and then his thing kind of took off, I guess, and he had a full-time job that paid okay, and got me home every night with the kids. So we went for it, and
not running into fires.
Yeah, well,
Exactly.
he's still putting out fires. It's
different
just
kind,
different. No doubt.
True story. Still firefighting.
So sorry, Sean, you were saying?
Yeah. So you guys are using subcontractors or in-house crews?
No, so everything we do is in-house. We'll sub out. We've got a concrete company we work with that'll do some flat work for us. We've got a guy that does pressure washing and staining that we don't really deal with too much wood, but he'll stain for us. Beyond that, really everything's in-house, and we try and bring everything in-house that we can. We own a hydrovac so that we don't have to call somebody to vac holes for us.
Oh, wow.
We own a volumetric concrete mixer so that we don't have to call somebody to pour concrete for us. And really the reason behind that is simply scheduling. I don't have to call 3 days ahead and hope we can get concrete. Hey, let's go pour that job today. Why not? And I don't know. We've just learned over 10 years or so that relying on other companies or other people to do things just doesn't work for us. That's not the way we operate.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
I've never been able to pull it off.
It's expensive as shit to do it the way we do it. But at the end of the day, maybe it's cheaper. Our concrete per yard might be cheaper.
Yeah.
We don't have to pay someone to vac, so I can kind of charge whatever I want to for the vacuuming.
Yep.
I don't have to pass
$2,000.
Do you
do that for other companies as well? Do you offer that service to your competition?
Not really. Not really. We could. We've talked about hiring a guy or two to run the vac. Trying to find a guy or two you trust to go run a piece of equipment like that.
Trying to find a guy or two, period's tough.
Yeah. So we've talked about it, but
I think that's something probably with the vac and the concrete truck, something that'll come down the road maybe, but not at this point.
Yeah.
So most of your work's for general contractors?
Yeah. General contractors are direct to a business. Some kind of a trucking company that needs gates and fence or whatever. So
mainly commercial. So when I say commercial, a lot of times people just think it automatically means you're working for a general contractor, but it does mean you're also just working directly for the property owner of a
I know there's a few different definitions. To me, commercial is really anything that's not residential. Until you get to like huge industrial sites or whatever. But commercial is a pretty good spread in between for us anyway, of GCs, business owners, excavation company. Really anybody that has a need for fences or gates. To us, that's commercial.
So you've done a lot of subcontracts. What do you think is the a key thing that you think people should know if they're going to get into the subcontracting? What's one thing they need to look out for before they start signing subcontract agreements with general contractors?
Read the contract.
Better read it pretty damn good.
Better read it.
Better read it. Yeah,
someone else are doing read it.
One of the things that'd be pretty easy to get yourself on the wrong side of is liquidated damages.
Yeah.
And whether you're responsible for them or if that falls on the GC. So we try and put in our contract you want us to start or rather be complete by October 1st. Well, if you don't call me until September 25th, that's great that you want us to complete by October 1st, but I told you I need 3 weeks to do this job. It's in my it's in my terms and all that, and you didn't give me 3 weeks, so sorry, but those LDs are on you actually. So you got to
much pushback with. Do you give them a copy of your terms and your contract, and then they oftentimes have to push you theirs? I want you to sign theirs. Do you make them sign something on your end or put those terms in your contract?
Any of the business owners or even some of the small GCs we work for, all of them will sign our contract because they don't probably have a contract, right? So on our estimate at the bottom, is all of our terms and conditions. Every estimate we send out has our terms and conditions. It says how much it costs to hydrovac holes. Everything. We won't hand dig stuff that's closer than 18 inches to utilities. We'll vac it, and here's the cost for it. It's your responsibility to do permitting. All that stuff is on there. So by accepting our estimate, you accept our terms to a certain extent. Then the bigger GCs, they'll send us their contract, and we'll redline it. And we just did redline a contract the other day. We redlined out the liquidated damages. They sent it back. Oh, we can't waive that. Sorry. What did the guy say? I think
What did you do?
So he said something like, well, we can't waive that. Can if I get your submittals approved this week, I think is what he said, could you have it complete by X date? And we kind of sent back, yeah, as long as you give us it's ready for you, notice to proceed, and you are ready for us when we get there by whatever date, yeah, we can have it complete by then. Because it comes down to entire project liquidated damages, the whole job. It's not just the fencing, so the liquidated damages could be $50 a day. They could be $5,000 a day. You don't want to be paying the ones that are $5,000. You might work with that, but $5,000 a day is pretty expensive.
I had one of the larger local GCs that my nickname in their office was Redline because
oh
my God, yeah, I will redline every contract. I mean, it's just I go through it, and the one thing I'll tell people about subcontracting is if you don't understand it, redline it and make them try to explain it, or find out somebody can explain it, but don't sign it if you don't understand it. So if it's anything that seems ambiguous at all, whatever, I just redline it, and they'll be like, oh, don't worry about that. You don't have to redline that. That doesn't apply to you. Well, then why do you care if I redline it if it doesn't? I mean, it may not care, it may not apply to me today, but at one point when there's a problem, you're like, hey, according to page 14 and paragraph 3, line 4, you agreed to this. Well, it might apply one day, right? So redline, I agree. Liquidated damages are the worst, especially for fencers. I think it's worse for fencers because we are typically in there in the end on a lot of the stuff. And by that time, whatever general contractor or project is probably ate up all of their fudge room they had on this project. So sometimes you start as a fencer, you start a project 2 weeks behind the day you start, and they're already on you like, hey, this thing has to be done by the 15th. You're like, man, I just started today. What do you mean? How could I? And they're on you like, you agreed in your contract that you would have adequate people here and you'd work extra shifts if you had to keep up the project. And you're like, I know, but I didn't know you weren't going to tell me to start until 5 days before it was due. So you guys hit it right on the head on the nail right there. That is no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing to look at. Probably the biggest thing that'll really get you in trouble is if you're not anticipating that, you don't leave yourself enough time to do the job and communicate how much time you need. And the other thing is read the specs and really look through the specs. That I mean, you'll get all kinds of weird stuff like that.
Like 6 foot deep holes.
Yeah, 6 or 8 foot deep holes, 36 around. Read the specs. Make sure you know what you're supposed to be building, and then send submittals on stuff. Your concrete anchors, your base plates, what kind of fabric are you using, galvanized before or after, all that stuff. Submit it, because then they can't come back on you and say, oh, well, we wanted galvanized before weaving. Well, that sucks. Now we got to strip all this fabric off and redo it. So if you submit it, it's kind of a cover your ass to a certain extent, but read the specs, read the plans, really look at it, make sure you know what you're doing.
Yeah. And if a contract refers to Exhibit A, make sure Exhibit A is there. And I always have them, because sometimes they'll add that in there, and then it's not even part of what they sent you in the subcontract agreement, or you always add your terms to it, add your contract and your drawing to their quote. They can add it as an addendum. Whether they try to say it doesn't apply and there supersedes, I'd still rather have it part of the contract. And just don't be afraid to keep redlining. A lot of times they'll just let it slide. Like, I mean, you happen to have one in this project where they said we can't get rid of it. But a lot of times they'll say, all right, it was not, and you're like, nice try.
A lot of times they need that fence done and they need you to get it done. All right, whatever, just get it done.
Well, and they want you probably because you're probably the cheaper estimate. If a big GC is talking to you, they want you. You give them however much more money in their pocket. So a lot of times they'll work with you. Sometimes they won't, and it depends, but they'll work with you.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's a memorable project you had? One that sticks out in your head over the last couple of years or something that really kind of shaped and molded your
He's laughing. Dalton's got something.
something that almost changed you.
You look at him.
We all have one.
We got a lot of memorable projects. I feel like every one of them almost, whether it's good or bad.
The one that pops into my head is one we worked with a company just across the border in Wyoming, and it was for a federal government site, and we were rebuilding animal pens, little enclosures, and we ended up pouring footers for it. That it was 340 yards of concrete.
Yeah.
Dig. It was 8 foot deep by 36-inch piers all the way around. The concrete for that job sticks out in my mind.
It's a lot of concrete for a fence guy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of concrete.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a lot of concrete for a concrete guy on one job, really.
Yeah.
But
over-engineered.
yeah, one of those deals that'll never fall down.
Let me just answer for Sean. Why didn't you just pound it?
Yeah. I don't understand.
I don't know that these specs are ever going to get away from concrete on a lot of this stuff. I really don't.
Well, some are working. They're getting there.
You keep fighting that fight. We'll get there eventually.
Yeah, we'll fight it for you.
Hey, so while everybody watching may not know who the four of us are, let's talk about some people they might know. Your wives.
Oh yeah.
They are pretty. They are pretty heavy into the women of FWA, and they are like huge supporters. You guys too, but your wives. Everybody probably sees them a lot on the Women of FWA podcast. I know they'll be coming out to Vegas. We want to thank you guys and them for that as well. So that's really cool.
We thank them for putting you guys to work and helping. Yeah. Appreciate all the work that you have to be doing on Monday and Tuesday and throughout the week.
Yeah, we'll be working.
No, so tell us. I'll come home and she'll start talking to me about fence. She knows more about what's going on in the industry than I do.
So were they in it automatically right in the beginning when you started? Tell us about your wives. How'd they get into the fencing with you guys?
No, I want to say I think it was last year at the fence show, the inaugural show. I saw the booth. I think Susan was in it, and I don't even remember who else. And I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. Maybe Michaela will like that, you know?" And showed it to her, and she hopped right in, and I don't know, just about immediately got, fully into it, immersed, and now she watches, I think, every podcast, every Facebook Live. She's on all the groups, answering questions and stuff. So it's great.
Yeah. She's awesome. I know she does a lot of the social media. So if you're following anything we're doing, you see Michaela's name pop up everywhere.
Yeah, Andrea kind of just got into it because she was stuck into it, being married to me. But kind of the same thing at the show is there's a group for women, and kind of the same deal. Just I don't know, ended up getting involved and has kind of ran with it.
Yeah. Andrea's awesome. She's really taken a lot of the pressure, I think, on the Women of FWA booth, if I remember correctly. She's doing a lot with that as well. And I know Michaela's really, really stepping up on the ceremony opening up. You're going to see a lot of her work out there. Everybody from the Women of FWA is just been immense.
The women are killing it. They're making it look bad, actually.
Heather King, Sean's wife too. It's just my wife, Yadira Fredrickson. They're all just they're all just workhorses. It's amazing. Half the time I'm trying to leave and I see Yadira still sitting in there.
This is why we can sit around and talk on a podcast, because they're doing all the work back there.
Yeah.
Don't tell them I said that.
And there's many more than just our wives we're mentioning, but we're gonna.
There's a huge group. I mean, my wife gets on the podcast of the Women FWA, and the screen's full of women, and they're all talking at the same time. Like, I got to go to a different room.
Yeah. So what's the women FWA running
the show? You're not wrong.
They're back. They're in the back scenes of everything we're doing. I mean, without them, I wouldn't even have this show on. There's no doubt.
Exactly.
So what do they got planned for next week? Do they got anywhere they're telling you they want to go besides the fence show while you're here?
I have no idea.
Pretty much all I hear is, "Oh, we're doing this. We got to help set up. Oh, we got to meet these fence people here. We got to meet these fence people here."
That's dedication there. They're not trying to pull you away to go do some float trip or go see a cave or the dam or helicopter ride.
No, we've been to
They're
Vegas
dedicated.
so it's a little less of the super excitement of the city.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all, as far as I know, it's all fence stuff.
I know the feeling.
Mhm.
might as well be on the moon because we're going to be in that expo hall. That's where I'm going to be.
Amanda
You know, a lot
Hunt's gonna be there. Yep.
Yeah.
Coming down.
Let's go through and say hi to some of the people that keep popping up here. Mary, you got Mary and Mark. You got Mary, the first one to come on here. They're from JC Gurry. They said hi. I know you get your signs from them, right?
I do.
We do.
Do you guys
You
do too as well? So they said,
I'm not sure if there's anywhere else you can get signs.
I don't even know. I think is anybody else still around?
Not anymore.
So they said, hey guys, Billy Grove's here. He says, what's up, Sean? What's up?
Billy Grove will be teaching on Monday and demo days on Tuesday. Yeah, he's teaching classes during the week too.
We got Seth.
What's
He
up,
says,
Brian?
hey. He says, hey. We got this girl right here, Michaela. She says, hey guys.
There she is.
Billy Grove, Yadira. There's my wife popping in here. Always watching, always loyal and faithful. Susan. Thanks for watching, Susan. She's going to go to Louisiana.
Louisiana once. What is she talking about?
Mr. Fence Academy is on here. Who's watching from Mr. Fence? Is that you, or is there someone in the back end?
That's me. Because Mary asked me we're coming there Monday. I'm like, no, we're coming Wednesday. So I was,
okay. Oh, there's Andrea. Look at that. What's going on?
There she is.
Craig Eubanks, what's up, man? If you get a chance, Fence Guy Friday, he'll be coming out. He'll be at the Fence Show as well. Aaron Preston, everybody knows him. How you doing, man?
Chris Skelton, you skip him? I don't see you brought him up.
I don't think I've got to him yet. Robert Evers, he'll be here this weekend, I think, if I'm correct. So he'll be around. Great guy. My Fence Life. Look at that. Can't forget about them. That must be Susan in the background. We got all kinds of people on here. Jordan Hunt. But
yep. That boy's a hunter, for real.
Yeah, and then Chris Kelton. Oh, there it is right there. I must have missed it. He works over here at Las Vegas Fence. Thanks for watching. He's always loyal, man. I don't know how, because I swear sometimes I see him like 5 minutes just like leaving the yard here as I'm going live. And so he must be doing this from his car. So thanks for sitting in your car and watching. But yeah. So you guys are coming. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He'll be out there in demo days. So are you guys doing any of the competitions out there?
Oh, yeah. That's to you.
We'll just see what's going on. I don't know.
Build fence. Win money.
Right.
You got a team that you want to put out there, build some fence? Wood, vinyl, aluminum, chain link.
Some chain link, maybe.
Yeah,
that's gonna be us. Our guys are gonna be out there doing the chain link stuff, and hopefully we learn a little bit on the vinyl and the wood. I know you're gonna have some stuff out there, the vinyl, and then we'll have some steel, a bunch of steel coming. Lions Fencing just donated a bunch of steel fence. Country Estates got a bunch of vinyl out there. Yeah. Sean knows more about who's bringing stuff out there, but all kinds of good stuff. Z&D just had some panels out there, I think, for something too. So lots of cool stuff going on, different competitions. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to say thanks for all your support and your wives, everything, Michaela and Andrea as well. It means a lot. I was super excited.
Thank you for all the extra work you're putting in next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. No problem.
Yeah. So let's recap Fence Week again. I don't know if you guys saw that. I know you guys were in the back green room. I always wonder, how much can everybody see when they're in the green room?
Did you guys see that in the green room?
Yeah, we see and hear everything.
Okay. So, I always wonder if we're putting somebody like into like some
like some
area where they're just like limbo and they can't see anything. They're wondering, like, am I coming on? Or am I still here?
They're waiting for the green light flashing. Yeah. So Fence Week is this year, November 4th through the 8th. That's 5 days across the country. Real job sites, real fencers, real training. Let's make some real results out here. We want to show different ways of building fence across the country at the same exact time. From as far as Las Vegas, if not even further, to Southern Florida, Northeast, Midwest.
Yeah.
We got 11 locations, 10 for sure, possibly 11 locations right now, and over 22 instructors that have volunteered their time to help share knowledge, right? And then we'll try to pull that together the best way we can, so it's going to seem like you're on 10 job sites. You're building a vinyl fence wherever it is in the country, but so is everybody else. And then we'll come together and talk about these are the challenges we had today. This is how we solved them. This is what we showed today. This is how we fixed it. This is what we learned today. This was really cool. And I think that's going to be a pretty energetic and eventful, meaningful, valuable week spent for everybody.
Yeah. Never before attempted to this many trainings at once simultaneously. So it's going to be
nothing can go wrong. Nothing can go wrong.
It's going to be a lot of phone calls back and forth.
It'll be fine. There's nothing can go wrong.
Hey, if we could pull off a fence show, we could pull off 10 trainings at once across the country, right? You know, right?
We just keep raising the bar. What's next?
Next year, hopefully it's 20 trainings across the country that we can do free for, at one time for free for the entire industry. So I think at some point we're going to, be able to get, training for hundreds and hundreds of people a year.
I want it to be like a March Madness week of fence industry, right? Every year we know that that's the week. We're shutting down. We're all helping each other grow.
Yeah.
Together we get better. I love it.
Yeah. So I know there'll be something in Florida going on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Southern Florida.
Yeah. Yep. So we're going to keep releasing this stuff because we realize that we got to get training and resources out there for fence companies of all sizes because not everybody can afford to spend $3,000 to $5,000 to send, their team out to.
It's even the logistics of getting there, right?
Yeah,
sometimes it's just too far away.
Yeah.
And that's what Fence Week was like. How do we bring the training to the people? And the 10 locations is a good shot. I mean, good first step. It's not everywhere conveniently for you, but it's a lot closer.
Yeah.
So we'll find one. Right.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So while we're getting all the details set up to where you can sign up for these things, a good way to do that is obviously reach out to Sean, or myself, but join FWA because we'll be sending newsletters out about this through FWA. It's free to joinfwa.com, and you'll get alerted probably first almost because we're going to be doing newsletters about the Fence Week and where you can register and sign up.
The Eventbrite links are available now. They're live now, and we are capping every class because we can't take on too many people. So I think it's 15 or 20 people, depending on the location of the instructors and their capacity. So those are live now. You can go and sign up now.
Okay. And so reach out to Sean. Go to, I'm sure, Mr. Fence Academy.
Right. It's not hard to find us.
Yep.
Reach out to me, message me. We'll get you in the right direction. Where you're at.
If not, we're going to be sending newsletters out.
Big announcement. What's going on? We have a big party.
Yep.
Where's the party at?
Homeland.
Woo!
Look at that. And if you haven't seen these guys, I know I've said this, Spasmatics, man, this is just a blast. This is literally like, it's not even like just a concert. It's like going to a true entertaining show at the same time. It's awesome. But yeah, so Homeland.
Scan that QR code if you're watching right now. Use your phone.
Yep.
And what's Blake Thompson talking about? He missed it. Missed what? I missed the whole show. Yeah, you're probably right. We're done.
I think he just got on here. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna go live again, recorded here pretty soon, so you'll be able to see it. So don't forget about that. The Homeland party, get registered for that. If you get there early for the fence show, the kickoff party, the Boots and Booze party is gonna be going on property right after some of the fence war stuff and the stuff outside.
10 more days. That's on Tuesday, right?
On Tuesday. So
in the lot.
It's
inside.
Inside. Yep, it's gonna be inside. So definitely on Tuesday, we expect everybody to be enjoying themselves at that party. So we've got a lot of entertainment and stuff going on there. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday's there. Wednesday, we've got the Homeland. Thursday, we've got Cigars with Brian going on over there. And of course, whatever anybody wants to do. I prefer you to come smoke a cigar with me, but you could do something else. I think the the girls were talking about going to the ice bar or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So anyway, we will continue this next week, Wednesday. Hopefully we see everybody there for the most amount of people that have ever been on a live podcast. We are excited. We're excited. So thank you, Dalton and Cole, for coming on. Thank you to your wives, everybody.
Yep, thanks for putting them up to it, wives.
Yeah. I know.
All right.
We'll talk
see you guys next week.
Yeah.
All right.
See ya.
See ya.